Hello everybody, so today we are going to do just a little one of those everyday jobs. So two of us, me and brother, in a minute we are going to go and we're going to feed some our young stocks. They're kind of year old now, yearlings. It's a mix of beef cattle and heifers. Brother's running a little bit late this morning, he's been held up, so I'm going to feed the... So I'm just going to fill up the bags of cake and we are going to go, it's a little road journey. We are going to go off and feed them. So today is October the 11th. It's kind of getting towards the end of a grazing season for us. We're working towards next week bringing the whole bunch home, and we haven't quite got there yet. So we're just giving them a little bit of supplementary feeding out in the field while the grass it's dropping off now. There's not a great deal of grass left. So let's get our bags filled up and then we'll go and find some calves. So we're just feeding out into these plastic troughs. Just go around, stand them all up. It's been dry overnight, so there's no rain to tip out. But we can just keep them very nice and easy so it's not making a mess on the ground. Right, so like I said earlier, we've got a bit of everything in here. We've got our Frisian heifers, or our dairy heifers I should say, because there's a variety of breeds. And we've got some brown Swiss over the back, and we bought last year. We bought those as calves. We don't at the moment have any brown Swiss cows, but by next year we will have. And we bought in a bunch, and there was a lot of different breeds in there, so they will be coming. So what we're going to do in the coming week, like I said, the grazing is kind of gone now. So in the coming week we are almost ready to take them home. We've been getting sheds ready for them. So what we're going to do this week, bring everything home. Once they're into the shed, where they will be separated into the beef animals and the dairy stock, and will be housed separately. And what we will do, when they're old enough, they're not quite there yet, but when the heifers are old enough, the dairy heifers, and we're going to synchronise those, and which means they will all come bulling together, and we can serve them all together, and then as many as go in calf to those services, we will then obviously be calving in a big bunch next year. So we're going to do that. So that's something that will be coming up, and bringing them home will be another video. We may even get it out for next week, not sure yet how it's going to work out. But yeah, they're here. We're feeding them in these, they're cut off teat dip barrels. Last weekend it was very wet, which is why the milking cows are now housed, because the weather last weekend was so wet. We were feeding these cattle in these troughs last weekend, and we could keep them moving. It doesn't waste any of the cake. You can see they run around. When they finish one, they run around to the next to try and get everything. And there's no waste, and we can keep, last weekend when it was wet, we could keep those troughs moving every day, and didn't make any mess of the soil. So in the beef cattle we have got some Hereford and some Belgian blues, or British blues they call them nowadays. So they will be housed, and they will be sold hopefully in the spring as stores. Normally we sell a bunch this time of year, but they're just not quite old enough to do. We sold a bunch in the spring, and we haven't got any to sell this time of year. So next spring, hopefully, what we're bringing in now will then go to our local cattle market as kind of 12-month old stores next April time, when the grass starts growing, and somebody else will buy those and rear them on. Right, so that should do. Just a little quick short video today. Just again one of those everyday jobs. And here's the last few coming through the gate behind me. Look, they didn't all come, so he's had to go and find them. But they're coming now. Anyway, right. So hopefully next week we may be bringing these home. Well, we will certainly be bringing them home. Hopefully the video will be next week. Other than that, just a little quick one today. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.